Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Aston Edmonds with Health and Swellness, and this is week 2 of Johnny Candito's 6-week strength program. For those of you who are familiar with the program, you know that week 2 is pretty tough. The volume is up a lot from the first week. He had me starting out with a maximum rep with 290 pounds, and he says do as many reps as you can, but if you get 10, then stop at 10. The idea is that most people will get, somewhere in the 7 to 10 range. But when I see do as many as you can, but 10 is the maximum that you can do, I'm doing 10. I'm not gonna settle for 7 or 8, because 7 or 8 is good enough. And you never want to do, just enough. You always want to go, above and beyond, or do the maximum that you can. Because when it comes to making progress in the gym or life, you're going to be making the most progress when you are the least comfortable. So, some people might stop at 7 or 8 because, it's starting to get tough. They're grinding a little bit. They're having to actually put forth effort. But for the people that are going to truly succeed, they're going to literally squeeze every ounce of energy that they have, and they're going to put it towards growing and towards improving. So when you finish your workout and you're looking back on how it went, do you want to say that workout was good enough? Or do you want to say, I left everything that I had in the gym? I could not do any more. Obviously though, I mean this within reason. You don't want to injure yourself. Really quickly on the screen, this is the 4th set of the 5 sets of 3 with 60 seconds break. And as you can see, during this last rep, I misgrooved like crazy. I tried to take a wider stance and I just wasn't used to it. So like I said, I kind of misgrooved on my way up, came down an inch, and then was able to push it back up. But after grinding that much, this 5th set felt like my head was about to explode. Back to what I was saying though about always, pushing yourself. I want to clarify that there is a difference between pushing yourself as hard as you can and also proper programming, because obviously in the program that I'm running now, there are certain days where the intensity or the volume is lower, and it's lower than what I'm capable of. For instance, last week had me doing sets of 8 with 250. Now, I'm capable of doing a lot more than that, but that's what the program called for. So when I say to push yourself, do it in a smart manner. There's times where you need to back off and kind of do what the program says, but then there's times where the program gives you, say, a range, like today, do as many as you can but try to get 10. Or next week, there's a range where it's like something like 4 to 6 reps. So push yourself on the days where it allows you to push yourself, where there's a difference between doing the minimum and doing the maximum. But back to the workout footage, we're on the 2nd lower body day of week 2. Had me starting out with 295 pounds for another max rep with a maximum of 10. So once again, I made sure I got 10. And what you'll actually notice is the reps go up a lot smoother and a lot quicker than the previous lower body day. And I think I'm going to attribute all of this to making one small adjustment. And the small adjustment was I loosened my lifting belt. So I've been bulking for a couple months now, and I've gained around 10 pounds, but I haven't adjusted my belt at all. So what was happening is that it was so tight that it was preventing me from getting into the proper position in the bottom portion of my squat. It was forcing me to go into a weak position in order to maintain that neutral spine. Because what was happening is it was almost pushing my spine into a non-optimal position, and so that I had to then change my form to compensate for that. After that set of 10, we had 10 sets of 3 at 285, with once again only 60 seconds rest in between. So the amount of sets that you had to do was based on how many reps that you got. So since I got all 10, I had to do 10 sets of 3. You had to do less if you got less reps. All of these sets went up a lot smoother and a lot quicker than last week. They were 10 pounds lighter, but I had to do 5 more sets. So the accumulated fatigue should have been a lot worse, but they all went up pretty smoothly except for this last rep on the final set. I just kind of misgrooved a little bit, got off track, so it grinded a tad. But I kind of attribute this also, once again, to adjusting the belt, because in that previous workout, I felt like my head was about to explode on every rep, and it was because I think that the belt was so tight, I wasn't getting proper oxygen down into my diaphragm, so I wasn't able to get the amount of air I needed. I wasn't able to brace properly, so it made a huge difference. So when setting how tight your belt should be, you should have it loose enough to where you have to actually push your abs out against it. It should not be forcing your obliques or your abs to collapse. You should actually be pushing out onto the belt, and that's going to allow you to brace properly for the movement. We're coming to the end of the video, so if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up rating. I'm a new channel, so it's really hard for me to grow without your help. So all the likes, all the shares, all the comments really help me grow, and I truly appreciate it. But if you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when I upload future videos. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and have a great day. And you'll see me even ask my buddy at the end how many I got.
No, count.